Madhava Murali Manogara Madhusudana Hari Nityananda Madhusudana Hari Nityananda Mukunda Madhava Murali Manogara Mukunda Madhava Murali Manogara.
When Swamiji told it, like for you to understand many different things and all that, you might like need to understand a basic set of rules, then only you'll be able to get something and all that. But when it comes to the experience of something, especially like initiating you into the Shivoham or something like that, there is no preposition or supposition required. That means there's no qualification required for you to become Mahadeva or to become the cosmos or anything. It's just that your decision whether you want to become or not. There's nothing like you might have been anything till now, but that does not matter. Now do you want to be in the space of completion? Now do you want to be in the space of Mahadeva? So that is the only thing which counts. So this is what I understand by suppositions and prepositions.
What I feel is you seeking for the, like you questioning that always and not getting distracted, like how like Swamiji told, like when the third or fourth thought comes to you about questioning that, like immediately like a distraction comes to you and you get distracted. So you having a strong willpower and you not getting distracted from your goal and keep on sinking until the goal is reached.
I have a question. What did Swami mean by staring into Yama's eyes while he's staring at someone else? Because continuously you're dying, right? So Yama is still staring at you continuously. So what did he exactly mean by staring into Yama's eyes while he's staring at someone else?
What I understood, like the context where Swami told death was like when you leave the body, like we just discussed. So when death happens to someone, when you're seeing that time if you question death, you can stare into Yama's eyes. But when death happens to you, if you try to stare at Yama's eyes, then you'll just see the terror. But if you stare at death when he's staring at someone else, you see the compassion in his eyes.
I'm just adding to a point, like in the story of Buddha, like he was, when he just saw the dead man and sick man and the old man, he just learned. When Yama was looking at the other person, so he learned and he continuously seeked and started reinventing himself. So this is what I feel.